Hello learners, welcome to SWIM course on CAD CAM. I am Dr. K. Tamil Manan, Associate Professor, Mechanical Engineering, School of Engineering and Technology, Indira Gandhi National Open University, New Delhi. Today we are going to discuss the topic on CAM process planning.
What is process planning? Basically, production planning is a process. There is a sequence of operations through which the raw material is converted into finished products. From the raw material to finished products, there are sequence of operations are there, which is defined by process planning. There must be a perfect production planning and product design is necessary to complete the production. To complete the successful of the production, we need perfect production planning and product design. The process of decision making is called process planning. The process planning, which includes the time to market of the delivery of the goods to the market and market price, production cost, and it gives the various competitive advantages. There are basic function of process planning is process design and operation design. The process design is a macroscopic decision making of an overall process route for converting the raw material into finished product. It's a macroscopic decision making a overall process route for converting the raw material into finished product. But in operation design is a microscopic decision making of an individual operations contained in the particular process route. So it's called operation design. The process planning, which includes the control the design, machine tool, and scheduling and production control. Computer aided process planning. Computer aided process planning is a automatic process planning functions by means of computers. By using computers, it integrates the automatic process planning. Computer aided process planning accomplishes the complex task of production planning so that the individual operation and steps involved in productions and also coordinated perfectly with the other systems and performed efficiently with the help of computers. So the CAPP, computer aided process planning, is a accomplish the complex task of production planning so that the individual operations and various steps involved in the production are coordinated perfectly and other activities performed efficiently with the help of computers. Computer process planning requires extensive software and coordinates with the CAD/CAM. It needs the specific extensive software CAPP and coordinates with the CAD/CAM system. This figure shows the defining of computer-aided process planning. Here it shows the design knowledge. Design knowledge is integrated with the computer-aided design. So we can get the 3D CAD model. This is the outcome of CAPP. Process planning knowledge integrated with the CAPP, computer process planning, will get the process plans. The output comes as a process plans. In manufacturing knowledge, integrated with the computer manufacturing, will get the NC and CNC codes. This is the outcome of by applying CAPP in the computer systems. Computer aided process planning. Basically, it is a powerful tool for efficient planning and scheduling of the manufacturing operations. For scheduling and planning the manufacturing operation, it plays a very important role. It's a powerful tool for planning and scheduling. Computer aided process planning is effective in small volume and more variety of parts. It's more effective if it is small volume of the products as well as more variety of parts or products. Computer aided process planning require vast amount of knowledge and experience in manufacturing methods and technology. The CAPP, it needs the specific knowledge and experience to handle the CAPP techniques and methods. What are the advantages of computer aided process planning? Investment cost is low compared to other methods. Development time is less. It takes very less time for development of the manufacturing activities. It is well suited for medium to low product mixes. It can be rapidly developed for various companies and various parts. It can be rapidly developed for different types of companies and different types of parts. It can be interfaced with the other SIM operations, computer integrated manufacturing operations. One program can be used in radically different industries. So the developing one program in CAPP can be used for the different industries. Some drawbacks in CAPP, GT codes, that group technology codes, cannot be used for a longer period. So it's a certain time limit is there. planning operations are comparatively slow, more chances of error than generative systems. These are the drawbacks in by using CAPP. Next, production planning and control. Production planning is aimed to successful utilization of material resources, people, and facilities in any industries undertaken through planning. So it's a major production planning control. Major activities is successful utilization of material resources, people, and facilities undertaken through the specific planning. The optimal manner of the production is done by means of planning, coordinating, and controlling the various production activities. The production planning and control department issues are directly to the production department what to do make and how to make, how many items to be made, when it is made, and what is to be made. So all the information regarding the manufacturing, the production planning control department issue the various directions to the production department. It also provides a coordination and control for various manufacturing activities to achieve and resource utilization. To achieve the utilization of effective resources, it provides the various coordination and control manufacturing activities. Objectives of production planning. The production planning objectives are achieve a prescribed level of profit, achieve the specific prescribed level of the profit, capture a desired percentage of market shares, allocate effectively the man, materials, and machineries, satisfy the customer's requirements by producing the items in specific manner. What are the various functions of production planning and control? There are various functions such as design the products, finalize the machines based on the capacity of manufacturing, finalize the material handling system layout and other physical facilities, finalize the sequence of operations based on the quality level, decide the method of operations. So based on the quantity and quality and method of operations, based on the master schedule, maintain the quantity and schedule. So the flowchart shows the various functions of planning process, such as establish the specific objectives, developing the premises, evaluating and selection of alternatives, formulating derivative plans, securing the cooperation and participation, review the follow-up. This is a general procedure for planning process. Computer integrated production management systems. In any industry, the production planning control department gives the instruction based on the production of the product. In every industry, the production planning control department gives the various instructions based on the production of the product. The instruction received from the production planning control department is carried out by all the department with the help of computers. Production planning department generates a master schedule based on the forecast sales, marketing, and customer requirement. Based on this, all the three parameters, the master schedule has been prepared by production planning department. Computer integrated production management systems. It depends on master production schedule. The material requirement is decided either by production or based on the purchase. After the quality control, the product was supplied to the customer by sales and marketing department. The sequence of operations are integrated by the computers. The entire operation in the production planning is integrated by the computers. This flowchart shows the computer integrated production management systems. Main the design engineering, so designing the various products for the manufacturing based on the demand in the market, the shows in the object, and based on the forecasting. So the two parameters, the design of the product has been finalized. Once the product has been finalized for manufacturing, then it go for production planning and then goes for master scheduling the various activities and material requirements planning. That's what are the various materials required for manufacturing of the product, and where are the shop floor control, and what are the various activities, what are the sequence of the activities is controlled by the shop floor. Then it goes to production and assembly. Once that product has been manufactured, and it go for assembly for the complete object. In material requirement planning, if any parts and other components required, it goes to the purchase for outsourcing from the outside suppliers. Then it's once the product has been produced, it's assembled, then it's go for quality control for the quality checking. Once the quality has been verified and certified, then it goes to the scribbling and warehousing to store the products, and then it's supplied to the customers. This cycle is repeated again and again. So this is called the computer integrated production management systems. There are various activities in computer aided process and production planning system such as material requirement planning, manufacturing resource planning, entrepreneur resource planning. These are three are the very major activities in the production planning. Now we'll discuss about material requirements planning. We can call this MRP1. MRP systems have been installed almost universally in manufacturing industries, even those considered small. So its material requirement planning has been installed in all type of industries, whether it is small industries or medium industries or large industries. The reason is MRP is logical, easily understandable approach for the problem determining the number of parts, components and materials needed to produce each and every items. That's why that MRP is introduced in the all type of industries. MRP also provides a time schedule specifying when each of these materials, parts and components should be ordered or produced. It is simply defined as the process to control inventory within the shop, computerized system called material requirements planning. MRP is defined as it's a process to control the inventory within the shop by using the computerized system. Is called that material requirement planning. Schedule showing the expected amount of independent items such as master production schedule and give the relationship between the independent and dependent items such as bill of materials. Material requirement planning will calculate the quantities of dependent demand items needed, which is used to calculate the quantities of dependent demand items when they will be needed. Purpose of material requirement planning. Why should we need MRP? The important purpose of MRP systems are it's control the inventory levels, assign the priorities of operations, plan the capacity of load to the production systems. This figure shows the MRP inputs and MRP systems and MRP outputs. MRP inputs, which includes bill of materials file for production design changes, known demand independent demand forecast, which shows the master production schedule, and inventory transaction, which shows the inventory record file. These are the bill of material file, master production schedule, inventory record file. It's the MRP inputs, which passes to the MRP systems, which comes out as inventory order action, planned order schedule, expectations reports, performance control reports as MRP output. There are various advantages of MRP, such as reduce the inventory without shortcomings. It ensures the materials and components are available in the right quantities and at the right time. So it ensures the materials and components is to be available at the right quantities and right time. It assists better utilization of facilities. So we can effectively utilize the facilities. It improves the productivity. Materials are ordered with the correct due date. The prompt customer service is possible. So we can deliver the products and the right time and right date so that customer service is enhanced. Next, the purpose of MRP we have discussed, advantages also discussed. So now we go for limitation of MRP. There are some limitation in the material requirement planning, such as the valid master production schedule must be exist. The master schedule is dependent upon the good forecast or firm orders concerning in future demand. The product success must be assembly oriented. The data used in MRP system should be reliable. So these are some drawbacks in MRP. Next we will go for manufacturing resource planning. It's called MRP2. MRP2 is a company operating system which is used to connect the material requirement planning, the financial systems. This is one of the effective planning tool in the company for the resource of manufacturing planning. It concerns with all activities which includes business, including sales, production engineering, inventories, cash flows, and so on. In all cases, the operation of the individual departments are reduced to the same common denominator, financial data. In manufacturing resource planning 2. The manufacturing process planning, resource planning 2, the common base provides the company management with the information needed to manage it successfully. It provides the common base for the company management. In essence, the MRP2 is quite similar to computer integrated manufacturing. So manufacturing resource planning, the flowchart shows the manufacturing resource planning to scheduling activities. So we start from the business planning. Once the business planning is finalized, then it starts the production planning, show that which product has to be produced. Then it's prepare the master production schedule. The master production schedule is sent to the master requirements planning. Should need of it's prepared based on the various requirements for the production planning and what type of capacity is required for the planning. Which all the planning is to be realistic. If it is realistic, then it's go for executing capacity plan and executing the material plans. Suppose if the plannings, master requirement planning and capacity requirement plannings are not realistic, then again it's go for material requirement planning. Modify the material requirements planning and repeat the process. Then next, shop floor control systems. Shop floor control system plays an important role in the manufacturing activities. It is concerned with the release of production orders to the factory, monitoring and controlling. It's release various production orders to the factory, monitoring and controlling. It is the progress of orders through the various work centers and collecting information on the status of the orders. The diagram differentiates those portion of shop floor control which are computers driven and those which require human participations. So its computers plays a important role for differentiate these portions, those which they require human participations. The computer generates various documents which are used by the people to control the productions in the industry. The image shows the shop floor control systems. The shop floor control systems which have the two major parts: computer system and factory data collection systems, which is handled by human participation. It is passed by the human persons. So that the shop floor control, it's the activity one is the order has been released based on the engineering and manufacturing database. It's released by the computer system from the computer data collection systems. Then it's handled by the human participation. The route sheet is prepared by human route sheet, material requisition, job cards, move tickets and part list. These components has been prepared by the human employee based on the engineering and manufacturing database, system database. The second operation in the shop floor control system is release the order scheduling. Order scheduling is mainly release the dispatch list for the manufacturing activities. The third process is the release the order progress. The order progress, which includes the capacity control, the open file order, which in these information is available in the database systems. Then the work order status and expression reports is based and handled by human employees. This cycle is called the shop floor control systems. Another important planning activity is the enterprise resources planning. The enterprise resource planning is called ERP. It refers to a systematic process of integrating all the functions and departments company in efficient computer network. The efficient computer networks plays integrating all the function and departments in the company for the systematic process. This approach is cost efficient because the industry or firm does not need the use various computer softwares to monitor and manage the functions and operation in the department. So the specific one software can be used for the various functions and manage and monitor in the department. So the cost should be effective. The typical enterprise resource planning system features software modules for supply chain management, customer relationship management, data warehouses, customization and access control. These are all the activities. So it's controlled by this simple software modules. So the typical enterprise resource planning systems having the features. In addition to this, the system includes module for human resources, financial, project management as well as manufacturing. Also that the ERP systems which includes in the module this human resources, financials, project management as well as manufacturing components. The most international corporations use enterprise resource planning software because it's very reliable. So that this software is reliable, so that it's globally that all the corporations has been used in this ERP software. It's efficient in managing activities, firms concerning inventory, logistics, shipping, accounting, and invoicing activities. There are various advantages by using enterprise resource planning, such as focused less IT cost, total visibility, improved reporting and planning, that reporting and planning activities has been improved. The modularity is very flexible, so efficiency is easily improved because that we are using the standardized ERP software. Customer service is enhanced and satisfied. The data security is protected and quality has been maintained. Improve the collaboration and workflows with the networks. Also, it provides better organizational control. The duplication information is avoided using the standardized ERP software. Improve the communication between the user and systems. Improve the decision making. Able to perform unforeseen situation and unexpected problems, so that the ERP software is handled that if any unexpected and unforeseen problem arises. Better use of effective time. Some limitations also in that enterprise resource planning, such as its high cost of implementation and maintenance cost. So it's difficult adaptation hardware in the company. Necessary to train all employees. We should train all employees at different categories. Integration with others application enterprise is needed. So we need some other application for integration of systems. Inflexibility of the system, because it is a generic system, so that it's inflexibility. The system is not applied correctly, it can be very detrimental to the company. If you not applied the system is properly, so it's very detrimental to the company or industry. Also, that's already we discussed that its cost, maintenance and investment cost is high. Additionally, that the system affects the boundary of power in corporation, which can cause troubles regarding the lines of responsibility, accountability as well as employee moral. Other disadvantage of using the software, that it's very complex. In this regard, companies should be reliable IT management team that will be charged with the effective and successful employment of the systems. To avoid security breach, the team should regularly change the passwords to secure. So we have continuously to change the password to security breach. So the confidential data should be maintained in secret manner. So there are various software using in that computer aided manufacturing, such as Fusion 360, Solid Edge, HSM, SolidWorks CAM, CAMWorks, NXCAM, GIPSCAM, PowerMill, MESCAM, OneCNC and MasterCAM. Learners, so far we have covered the various topics in process planning, such as process planning, basic functions of process planning, computer aided process planning, advantages and disadvantages of computer aided process planning, and production planning and control, objectives and functions of production planning and control, computer integrated production management, material requirements planning 1, and then it's MRP purpose, advantages, limitation of material requirement planning 1, and manufacturing resource planning and enterprise resource planning, the advantages and disadvantages of manufacturing resource planning and enterprise resource planning. These are the topics we have covered. So some reference books for that further readings, such as CAD/CAM SIM by Radhakrishnan P, CAD/CAM by Brewer Michael P, and Zimmers, CAD/CAM Principle and Application by Rao P.N., Mastering CAD/CAM by Ibrahim Said.
So learners, we have covered the various topics in process planning and production planning. Hope you might have understood the process planning. Thanks for patient listening.